If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, if you've watched us before, welcome back. It is Vlogmas Day 11. Elf.
Oh, Elf Day.
Elf Day. Literally my favorite German number and so appropriate for Christmas. Elf. It is also my birthday.
Yay, birthday.
My birthday.
Zoe would say, birthday.
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 Birthday. So I really hope we have a good wine today.
Yeah, let's hope.
Fingers crossed. Yesterday was disappointing.
Yeah, JP. Just hope it's not a JP. That's my only hope.
We've had good and bads from him.
I would say we've had okay and bad.
Maybe it's just good in comparison. What is that?
Ooh, it's a non...
It looks exciting.
No secco? Spumante? Alcohol free.
That's not a good birthday. Oh.
That's lame.
That's cute that it's called No Secco though.
Yeah, like no Prosecco.
No Prosecco.
So it's like sparkling grape juice.
You don't get to celebrate on your birthday, Nicole. Oh well, maybe it'll be delicious. Like when we were kids.
Yeah, that's right. Did your parents give you the
like
sparkling
on New
grape
Year's?
juice?
Didn't you have it on New Year's?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was
I actually
really
looked
exciting.
forward to it.
I did too, because you felt like a big kid. Like, oh, and it only came out at New Year's.
Bottles.
I loved having the bottles. All the kids would like drink and get hyped up on sugar, and you were like, yeah. Yeah.
But now we can do real Prosecco. So
I know, so now this is disappointing.
Yeah. Well,
Cheers.
anyway, gross. It's like a bad version of...
I was going to say, is it though? Because I can't remember what they were like as kids.
I have more flavor than that, I feel like.
Did it? When was the last time you had one of those?
A long time.
I know.
Long time.
Like when I was 10.
That's been a long time.
Not that I started drinking like the next year at 11. I was just like, oh, I'm too cool for this.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if it's like a worse version or if this is what they all taste like.
I feel like it's a worse version. It's like, it'd be kind of like having like non-alcoholic beer. It's like you might as well just have pop. Taste better if you're gonna go there, or some other non-alcoholic drink. It's like, why would you drink? It's like, you know what I mean? Like this is the flavor.
Well, because if you're pregnant, like Anne is
but then
drinking
go with
like
sparkling grape juice, like the good stuff. This is just
maybe
like,
this is sparkling. This is like sparkling grape juice. It's just called something else. It is sparkling grape juice though.
I guess my point is that like it's like the flavor isn't as good. It's like
well,
more like
I don't remember.
Yeah, I suppose we gotta get. Maybe that's what we'll do next time.
Maybe
do, like,
we need to go
sparkling
and buy.
grape juice taste testing.
We needed to go and buy a sparkling grape juice to compare to. I have no point of reference for this anymore. I feel like it's fine. Like if I didn't drink alcohol, and I wanted to like celebrate or something on New Year's or just like, ooh, romantic evening, but like I don't drink alcohol, like I think this would be okay. It's still like exciting.
It's not bad, but I would do something else. I would do something else though. My point.
If we were on a date and you had a bucket of ice with this like no secco in it, chilling, and because I didn't drink alcohol, I'd be totally fine with that. If I showed up and you had a pop chilling in a bucket of ice, I would not be okay with that.
But I would get like sparkling grape juice.
Which is what this is. It just looks fancier.
It's also kind of cheesy, no secco.
Stop, I love it. I think it's so cute. You're cheesy. You just don't appreciate it.
You're cheesy. Well, happy birthday, Nicole.
Happy birthday, me!
To being 1 year older and...
No years wiser.
Yeah.
Gross. Hi friends, welcome back to Vlogmas. I am filming from our bedroom, which is a very kind of strange place to be filming from, but Zoe and Derek are playing hide and seek in the main area, so I don't want to interrupt their game. So I'm going to film the gift guide for you guys today from our bedroom. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to do a gift guide for you guys because we don't really do a lot of Christmas gifts for ourselves. There's not really anything we feel like we need or want currently, so we just do stocking stuffers for the most part. Zoe gets a couple, but Derek and I don't really do gifts for each other. I'm sure that will change at some point. But I realized I can still do a gift guide for you guys with just some of our favorite things. If you need recommendations, I mean, most of these, I'd say almost all of this is just like tried and true stuff that we love that I think would make great gifts. Yeah, they're just things that we love, we use, so some of them will look a little beat up, but that's because it's something we really love, and I can wholeheartedly like recommend it because these are things, like I said, we use and love all the time. So let's go ahead and start with like a family board game recommendation. I love this because we play board games every Friday night. Derek and I do. We have pizza and game Friday, and we order pizza and then play a board game when Zoe goes to bed. So I love that tradition, and we have friends over to come play board games all the time, and I love the idea of playing a family board game on Christmas, like getting a new board game every Christmas and playing it with the family. So we'll go ahead and jump in. These are some of our, there's just a couple, and these are some of our favorite board games that we play with our friends or each other. So let's start with Ticket to Ride! Yay! You've probably heard of Ticket to Ride, and if you haven't, that's okay. There's a whole ton of versions. So this is the Europe version. We actually have the US version as well. And each version has just like a little something special. This one has train depots. But basically, what you do is you're a color, and you have cards, and it's like from a city to city. So I'd be like from Paris to Berlin or something, and then I'd try to connect those with my train. And you draw cards, you play colors. It's super, super fun. It is a longer game. I'd say you're looking at probably an hour to play, depending on how many people are playing. So it's not a fast game. But yeah, you're just trying to connect your city to city, and you earn points that way, and there's so many turns. And so 2 to 5 players. You can play with 2 players. Derek and I don't necessarily love playing with just 2 players because the board's so big that you don't really interact. And the whole point, I think, of this game is to try and block other people's trains. You don't want them to get points. So you're trying to get to your city before they get to their cities, because on some of the routes there's only one way to a city. So you got to get there before someone else, or you have to take the long way around, which will cost you more train tickets and all of that stuff. So it's between 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up. The description on the back said, players collect cards of various types of train cars and use them to build stations, pass through tunnels, and onto ferries. You lay claim to railway routes throughout Europe, and it can be learned in 5 minutes and appeals to both families and experienced gamers. And that is not wrong. I think families would have a lot of fun playing. Oh, haha. I think families would have a lot of fun playing this, as well as friends. It's a fun, you can drink beer, eat popcorn, hang out, chat. There's a lot of chatting usually when we play this one. Yeah, we really enjoy this one. I think this is worth the purchase as far as like a family game goes. And like I said, there's tons of places. There's a US, there's this one. I've even seen, I think there's even like a Germany one, Scandinavia, but just Europe and US are the only 2 we have. And I'll go ahead, I can't remember off the top of my head the price of all of these, so I'll go ahead and put those down below for you guys. So another game that we absolutely love is Exploding Kittens! Yes! Exploding Kittens. So this game is awesome. So it was a Kickstarter game, and there's Exploding Kittens, which is this one, and then there's the Not Safe for Work edition, and we have both, so we can play, so each one plays between 2 to 5 players, so we can play 10 players when we play both sets. If you have small children, please do not get the Not Safe for Work edition, because there is inappropriateness, obviously, in the Not Safe for Work edition. The original is for ages 7 and up. Again, between 2 to 5 players. It takes about, it says 2 minutes to learn and about 15 minutes to play. And that's totally accurate. So basically, you have 5 cards, and one of them is a diffuse card. And you're trying not to explode. That's the whole point of the game, basically, is you're trying not to explode. And you just draw cards. It's totally random luck. You draw cards, and if you explode, you can use your diffuse card. but then you're back in the game. But if you don't have a diffuse card, if you've already used it, or maybe someone stole it, you're out of the game. So basically the game just goes around and around the circle, drawing cards, trying to negate exploding until there's one player left who didn't explode. So it's a really fun game. We have a lot of fun playing this with our friends. Everyone loves it, and the drawings on it are absolutely hilarious. I want to say the guy who made the oatmeal. Yeah, it's the guy who drew the oatmeal. He did all the drawings for this, and they're really funny. They're fun to read, and it's a really good game. It could even be a stocking stuffer because it's so small. Depending on the size of your stocking, I'll probably show you this again in my stocking stuffer guide because I think it's such an awesome gift. And then our last recommendation for board games is Carcassonne. And you may have again heard of this one. I think it's been around a while. It's ages 7 and up, between 2 to 5 players, and takes about 35-40 minutes to play. Derek and I play this one a lot. Just the two of us on like Friday nights. You are building, what you're doing is you're building cities. So you're building roads, and you're building cities, and you're trying to lay claim to the roads and the cities and earn points. And there's a finite amount of cards, so once the cards run out, you're done. And then you got little people, they're called meeple, and you put them on your road or your city or whatever and lay claim to that. And once the city's completed or the road's completed, you earn those points, you get your person back. And it's just kind of a fun, easy-paced game, very casual. We usually like watch a movie and play, that kind of stuff. It's a really fun one. And I think there's actually a bunch of expansion packs. We don't have any. Super easy to learn to play, really, really fun, and just kind of a casual game to play with your friends or with your significant other. We found that one's really good to just play a nice 2-person game. So those are my family board game recommendations. They're all really, I think, a good investment. We've played them a lot with our friends and with each other. Okay, and now the gift guide for her. This is just a couple of recommendations, things that I have that I love or would love to give as gifts or get as a gift, but I mean, they're things I already have that I think are great. And there's a nice price range here. And some of them will be good for men as well. It's not just only women. You'll see it between the for her and for him gift guide. There's a lot that can interswap depending on interest and stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right in. These are from Lush. They're bath bombs, which are so delightful. I'm obsessed with Lush. But during the holidays, they sell this really cute little package for 2 bath bombs. And it has naughty and nice. It's so cute sitting under the tree, maybe for a white elephant gift exchange or for maybe a coworker. One of my favorite things during the winter months is a bath bomb. Is when I got my new phone, because my old phone bit the dust. When I got a new phone, I needed a new phone case. And so I was looking around, and I discovered, well, here's what I actually think happened. My phone listened to me and knew I needed a new phone case, so it started doing recommendations. But that's okay because I actually was really excited about this recommendation. So it's a Pella phone case. This is the honeybee one. And it's completely biodegradable, compostable, and like just it's awesome. So I love that you can compost this when you're done. And if you don't have anywhere to compost it, if you don't home compost or if you don't have city composting, which we don't here, but again, I will keep this for like 5 years. So by the time we move home, hopefully I'll have somewhere to compost it. But you can send this back to them and they will compost it for you. So I love companies that are trying to make just a little bit of a difference. Everyone needs a phone case. This has been dropped by myself. It's been dropped by Zoe. And it's held up. So this is one of those things that's guy friendly, girl friendly, whatever. This just happens to be my phone case, so I put it in the for her. Next thing that I think would be fun for people to get are cookbooks. So this is The Homemade Pantry. It's by Alana Chernila. Sorry, Alana, I probably just butchered your name. But it has a lot of things that you maybe buy, like Pop-Tarts or pie dough or cranberry sauce or jerky, crackers, popcorn, instant oatmeal. There's tons of things that normally you would just buy packaged that you can then learn to make yourself. Pesto, condiments, soups, baking needs, candies, drinks. I refer back to this book all the time. I love it. I think it's great to try and get away from packaged, like store-bought goods if you can, because you never really know what's in them. There's a lot of preservatives in them. So if you have the ability to make something yourself, the time, you know, all that kind of stuff, this is a great book, great starting point to have in your kitchen. The next book that's one of my favorites that I bought was Thug Kitchen. Eat Like You Give a Beep. It's actually a vegan cookbook. So if you have a vegan in your life, or maybe someone that's newly vegan, this would be a great cookbook. We tried to go vegan for a little bit. It's not really for us, but that doesn't mean we don't try to maybe eat a little healthier for ourselves every once in a while. And this has some great recipes in it. Really great. It's really funny to read. There is a lot of swearing, so maybe if someone does not like that, this is not a book for them. But this, it tells you how to roast garlic. There's like lentil tacos. I think they're out of Southern California. So there's like a lot of tacos and that kind of style of food. But there's pad thai, lasagna, horchata, different drinks, salsas, different soups. This book is awesome. And actually we just lent this to our friend who's newly vegan and he absolutely loved it. Another idea that can range in price actually for whatever you want to give. It's a Shutterfly gift card. So Shutterfly does a whole bunch of books, and I make books on there all the time. Zoe's baby book is on there. I haven't printed it yet, but this is like our wedding book, and we love it. They do a beautiful job. You can get any different types of books, how big, small you want. And it's fun to design your own books, have those memories. Maybe you went on a special trip. Maybe you know someone that went on a special trip, so you want to get them a gift card, or someone that travels a lot. Maybe someone just had their wedding or their baby, or, you know, anything like that. Even just like a yearly yearbook. We actually do Shutterfly books, yearbooks for the grandmas. That's their gift every year since Zoe came. And I put together a year in her life, things she's been through. That's what they get every year for Christmas, and they absolutely love it, especially since we live so far from the grandmas. I think it's an awesome gift. You can just get someone a gift card, or maybe you know them really well and you want to make them a special book for some reason. Maybe you had an event together, you went and had like a 30th birthday party that you celebrated with them, and you want to just do a special little book for that. They have smaller ones. This is a relatively bigger one. But it's a really cool gift. Shutterfly, I think, does a great job with that. And you can just do a Shutterfly gift card if you want to do that for someone in any price range you want. And they have really cool things besides photo books too. But we just love them for their photo books. Okay, so for him, Derek happens to be kind of hard to buy for. There's not anything he's like really crazy about. To be honest, I do find guys hard to buy for in general. So I have a couple recommendations for you. These are kind of specific to maybe someone that likes outdoor stuff, because that's what Derek enjoys and actually what I enjoy as well. So I have a book here from The Lonely Planet called Culture Trails. And it has, I got this actually when we were moving here. It has different cities and a different like trail. So here's in Chile. It's the Latin American Literary Legacy, and it tells you step by step like your stops along this trail, and it's kind of neat. And so I thought it'd be cool if we completed some of these when we were here. So like a nice travel book will always, I think, be a big hit, guy or girl, obviously depending on your interests. But I think this is a really cool one by Lonely Planet. Another kind of book I've gotten for him is, ooh, it's sticky, thank you Zoe, is Skiing and Sleeping on the Summits. And it goes through, it's actually in the Pacific Northwest, which is why I got it for him, because I thought he'd enjoy that. And it's skiing 20 peaks in 30 days. And so it has a lot of different ski shots and mountain shots, and it tells you all about these different mountains, which is something he really enjoyed. And yeah, I personally think it's a really nice coffee table book too. So coffee table books in the person's interest, I think, are always a good maybe gift option, something they wouldn't necessarily buy themselves, but something they find interesting and can flip through at their leisure. Another mountain related thing is like a mountain coffee mug. So this is actually from one of our friends back in Washington. She does like ceramics. He thinks this is a really cool mug to drink out of, so maybe finding a mug that is specific to that person, especially if they drink tea or coffee in the morning, something like that. And if you wanted to maybe spruce it up a little, I think doing a mug for maybe a local artist, I think, is a wonderful way to support the community. And so I think you should look into that where you live. There's probably a local artist doing some kind of mugs. But you could even fill this with some of the hot chocolate spoons. I think a mug from like a local artist is a great option. The next guy, the Grail Quest water filter. This has been on many a backpacking trip with us. It is really cool. It's a water filtration and cup. We don't really ever use it as a cup. We just water filter with it. But it has the flip top that you can flip open and drink out of if you want to. And the way it works, and this is the reason I love this filter, is because it's so fast and easy to use. And normally water filters take forever in the wilderness. So you fill this from the stream, you know, the running water, whatever. And then you take this and it works just like a coffee press. You press down and you press, it's really hard to do in there. Let me put it on my knee. You press down slowly, and as you're doing that, it's filtering through here. And you're filtering the water into this container on the inside. Just water right now. I mean, it's just air right now, so you can hear it. And it takes about a couple seconds. And now you have fresh, clean water from here. And you can just change out that green filter on the bottom. It comes on and off. And the green one is for the trail. They actually have a blue one that's for taps and an orange one that's for travel. This would be a great gift, I think. So it says it lasts about 300 uses, or 40 gallons or 150 liters. And it takes about 15 seconds to filter water, which is crazy fast compared to other water filter systems. So I've used this many a time backpacking and I've been so happy with it. So the last thing is this little inflatable lantern. You can use it for car camping, for backpacking, and an emergency power outage. It's solar powered, which is great because it's never gonna, I mean, you can use it forever. And it packs all the way down and then it inflates all the way up. So it's great for travel or backpacking. It weighs like nothing. So this is low, maybe you're in a tent or the car or something like that. And then there's like a medium, then there's like a really bright, I mean, it is bright. It'll light up your campsite. And then there's like an SOS setting, which would be super helpful if you needed help. You can flash SOS. So I think that's a really cool gift. My brother actually got these for us last year, or 2 years ago for Christmas, I think, and we love them. They live in our camping gear. You can even get ones that light up in color. Our friends have that one and then a regular one. It's like a party at the campsite. So that's it for the guys. Just a couple of simple recommendations. Some really cool things that we absolutely love that I think would be great additions to really anyone, not just specifically guys, depending on your interest. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the toddler gift guide. Some of this stuff is also suitable for younger children, but a lot of it will be like 2 and up because that's where she is right now. So starting with, Zoe absolutely loves puzzles. So we love these Ravensburger puzzles. She actually got these for her birthday. This one is 9 different 2-piece puzzles with wild animals, and this one is a 2-piece puzzle, a 4-piece puzzle, a 6-piece puzzle, and an 8-piece puzzle of different like construction like trucks and stuff. So I think they're cool. They have so many different ones, but it's fun to start with maybe an easier one. She loves doing this one and matching them up. This one's a little harder, so we still have to help her with this one, but I wanted a puzzle she could kind of grow into as well. She loves puzzles, and I enjoy helping her with puzzles. Derek likes helping her with puzzles. It's a fun family activity as well. These, which are well loved because she uses them all the time, are little Zutano slippers. So you can get these in any size. She actually needs a new size now because they're getting too small. But these are great even for little babies because they slip on their feet. There's 2 different buttons, snaps, depending on how big their ankle is or what they're wearing or something like that. They look like that. And they can't get them off. But yeah, they're a great gift for any age, and they come in tons of different colors. These are made by Green Toys, and these are like the small version of their trucks. This is the little mixer, which spins. She can put stuff in there. If they go, in summer, when we go to the park, I can't wait to take these. And they have the little guy that sits in the one and they roll, and this entire thing is made out of plastic. There's no metal parts, so she could take it in the bathtub. Nothing's gonna rust, anything like that. Wet sand, I don't need to worry. Snow even, I don't need to worry about any of that. And then there's the scooper, who comes with the little guy as well. The scooper, which is really fun. But I love, you guys, I'm obsessed with this company. She has the tea set, and she can't get enough of her tea set. And this company makes everything out of recycled milk jugs. It's made in the USA. And like I said, there's no metal parts, nothing to rust. I've thrown her tea set in the dishwasher. I just think it's a really wonderful company that's doing good for the environment. And if I can support a company with my purchases, then I will. Another thing that Zoe has that she isn't quite ready for, this is ages 3 and up, but it's the memory game. And I love this one. This is by Ravensburger too, I think. Yeah, it's by Ravensburger. I like this because it's all outdoor related things. And so what I do with her, because she's still a little too young to just like play the memory game, but it's something she can grow into, which I think is great, is I'll pick out like one thing, like the bear, and I'll say, can you find me the other bear? And I'll lay all of them out on the floor, mix them up, and say, can you find me the bear? And then she'll find the matching one. So you can do matching with the memory game until they're ready for the memory game. These guys, just these wooden blocks, they're absolutely beautiful. You know, they kind of look like those vintage blocks. And they are in German. They're by a company called Uncle Goose, and they're based in Michigan. I bought them in Michigan before we left, but they do ship. I don't know if they ship internationally, but they ship around the US. And you can get them in tons of other languages. These ones happen to be in German. I got them because we were moving to Germany. And so they have different animals on them in German. They have the letters with the umlauts. They have the double S letter. I've seen them. They have them, I think, in Italian, sign language, Hebrew, French, Spanish. They have tons of different ones. And the thing I love about this company is because they are all, I love that they're made in Michigan, and they're also non-toxic ink. It says for ages 2 and up, but I got them for her first birthday. And so yeah, they've been chewed on a little bit here and there, but I think that's okay because they're non-toxic. So I think that's fine. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful gift. And lastly, you've probably seen these everywhere, the Cuddle and Kind dolls. I also love this company because I think they're doing some really cool things. When you buy one doll, they give 10 meals to children. So they're actually hand knit by women in Peru. There's a whole bunch of different kinds. They're always coming out with new ones too. This is Avery the Lamb. I couldn't get over his little overalls. I got it for Zoe when she was born. I thought he was just so precious. She calls him Lammy. She loves him. She snuggles with him every night. That's why he's looking a little maybe not as white as when he was first came to our family. But she loves him. This is the small size. They make a small size and a large size. I like the small size because I think it travels pretty easily. But they're absolutely precious. I like that they're doing good things like helping employ women in Peru, and they are feeding 10 meals to a children with every doll made. They actually run a lot of specials too, so I think we got these with one of our friends, and it was like buy 2 dolls, we'll do 30 meals kind of thing. They also sell different prints with each doll, and each doll has a birthday and a little quote. I think the Cuddle and Kind dolls would be a great gift. They hold up really well. He's been through the wash several times. I put him in one of those mesh bags to wash, and then I just lay him flat to dry. And I'm all for gifts that kind of try and make an impact in the world in a positive way. So I hope you enjoyed that gift guide. I hope it gave you some fun ideas, maybe something you didn't think of before, maybe a company you didn't know of before. Yeah, hopefully you guys really enjoyed. Do you have any ideas? What is your favorite gift that you're giving this year to someone? I love to hear about that. I love to hear different ideas from you guys about your favorite maybe company that does something cool that you're giving as a gift, that does something better for the world, or maybe a cool family game that you absolutely love. We're always looking for new games to play. I would love to hear any recommendations for those. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on those alerts to know when we're posting for Vlogmas and everything, and follow us on Snapchat and Instagram, and we will catch you guys tomorrow.